this is Nipperss. Hey, I'm back for the Ultimate Ironman Challenge. Life's been pretty busy, and I was actually kind of a little slow about getting started with this. So, part of the reason why I'm getting kind of a late start is I'd actually begun transitioning over to using Linux, and some things work with Linux and some things don't, and there's a little bit of a learning curve. But anyways, we are going to go ahead and carve some time out for this because I didn't participate last season, and I couldn't. There's just too much. And then there was some things too. It was getting kind of difficult with not knowing what could be attacked and what couldn't, and not being able to just go and take over POIs and do that kind of thing. Gets kind of away from the regular kind of gameplay, but it is what it is. So, but I took a really hard look at this because the way that KnowItAllDM set this up, and working with Captain Adonis, this solution that they have come up with is actually a really cool and really good. I like the whole scenario thing, the fact that we can all do is an individual seed, and all the competitors can do something a little bit different, but it's still the same basic thing. To me, is a really cool thing. So anyways, so I'm having to rebuild my computer, and I've got my solid state drive is set up with Windows, and my PC games that I cannot run on Linux, Empyrion being one of them, Space Engineers being the other that I kind of dabble in every once in a while. So I've got that running on my solid state drive, and then on my 4 terabyte hard drive I've got the actual Linux that I'm running. So I'm kind of dual booting. They're on separate hard drives so that one doesn't mess up the other, but so there's a little bit of a learning curve, and all my media and stuff I'm trying to do on the Linux, just kind of force myself to learn it. So anyways, I did not have time to do an intro video. I am sorry, but last count I knew we had 18 competitors, and I'm pretty sure I'm sure I had that scrolling through, or I will have that scrolling through before this video actually started. So so this is kind of a test season for this new Ironman. Basically it's a chance to work out all the bugs with the new system. So we are given all the missions all up front, and we are given the timelines for them. So week 1, this thing started on October 3rd, runs, the first mission has to be submitted by midnight October 10th, whatever time zone we're in. So, and it'll start on the starter planet, which in this case is a temperate planet. The way he has designed this, there's going to be 4 of these per year. And so the first one will start on like a temperate planet, then the second one will start on something like a arid planet, and then like a frigid planet for the third week, sorry, and then like the 4th week will be like an alien planet. So it'll get progressively harder as the year goes through, just to even get started out of the gate. So it should be really cool. It should be really fun. The rules are pretty much the same. So you die from anything, you're done. Obviously game glitches and whatnot, that could be made on a case-by-case basis. This is the part that I really like. You cannot attack the mission POI unless it's the week for the mission. Starter planet, it's the first week. Everything is fair game. And this is what is cool. The mission POI is a purple name, so it's an alien admin core. It's really easy to pick it out. It's already been picked out ahead of time, and so that makes it, the whole rest of the map is fair game, which is really cool because that is allowing us to play the game like normal, and we can actually weigh in risks versus rewards and all that. You can go take on other POIs, to get the really good resources out of it, but you gotta judge whether or not that's gonna be a safe enough thing for you to do, because if you die, you're done. Weekly mission by order by week. It's already in the scenario's description, so we already know what it is. I mean, it's pretty easy. You go to the next planet, you find the purple POI, and that's the next weekly mission. So, achieving victory is kind of the same as it was before. You blow the core, prove that you've blown the core, and then you have till midnight on the final day of the week to post the assault and completion of the mission. Okay, always keep your game up to date. Yeah, that goes without saying. Each season will be its own new scenario. You can use any seed you like, which is really cool to me because you get 18 people and you're going to get something different out of all of them, because one person's scenario might be slightly different from the others. The pool of POIs that are going to be surrounding like the mission one are going to be very similar, but it won't be exactly the same thing, and the placement might not be exactly the same. Terrain could be different. I mean, it makes it more interesting to be able to watch everybody's, because not everybody's facing the same exact thing, which is another interesting thing too, because I've always before in the past kind of avoided watching other people's, just because I didn't want to have any unfair advantage if I hadn't done the weekly mission. Whereas with this, my approach may be totally different, and I might even have different POIs from what somebody else is going to have. It'll be the same types of POIs. It'll be pulled from the same pool, and the mission POI will be... the mission POI might be the same, or... well, actually, no, I think the mission POI is from a pool of the same POI, so we could have a slightly different POI even for the mission, but it'll be about the same difficulty, so it's all good. Alright, you may post as many videos as you want. Failure to post on time, basically, you're forfeit. Yeah. See, make sure you show your new game. That's what we're going to do today. Show the new game start. Show the parameters. Should show the B menu. Oh, okay. I didn't catch this before. Each mission episode should show the B menu. So he's only requiring that on the actual mission, not necessarily every video. Okay, well that's cool. We'll run this for 5 weeks. So yeah, this is a 5-week thing. And community gainers. Unfortunately, I did not have time to do this. Well, I guess in some ways this is kind of the intro video. Intro video and episode 1 all kind of wrapped up in one. So add links to all the competitors, which you'll see that below, and yeah, we'll do all that too. So those are the official rules for this competition. So we're going to change this to Ultimate Ironman Season 0. Okay, set that to that. I'm actually might cherry pick a random seed here. Now let's just try that. I kind of like starting with a low gravity, just because it's kind of helpful, especially on hard mode. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so now we need to go with default hard and all the true false set to true. So everything's default for hard mode. And yes, looks like we're good to go. So, and then all, like I said, all true false set to true. All right, let's get started. So I did manage to take a little bit of time, and I did make a couple of vehicles up for this. I wanted to see about utilizing some of the new blocks, like they got a new hovercraft. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. Water's Edge. There's a POI there. Looks like there might be a POI over there. Let's head for the beach. So I'm gonna need to be careful right off the get-go, because there's a POI down the beach there. It looks like it might be a grassy area tucked into here, which will be very important as far as iron is concerned. I've noticed that iron is kind of a pain in the rear to get. Oh, this is considered forest. That's not forest. Okay. Okay, there is no iron or Robinson Protocol, which I never really do that anyway. And you don't get really jack diddly to really start with. Which really adds to the challenge. Not a bad thing in my book. Okay. So, we have about 24 hours to get started here. Okay, so, and forgive the hopping. It's one of the things you gotta do to get started, to really get around. Forest is good for getting copper, some silicone. But I really should find... Oh, that's a wreckage. Nice. I did try to do kind of a quick little playthrough for like a couple hours, just to kind of get a feel for what this was going to be like. And I'm cold. That figures. And when it dropped me off, like a statue. He didn't look very happy. I think I'll leave him alone. So, forgot to start my timer here, so I'm not running too terribly long. Alright, level 2. So anyways, when I started the game before, it dropped me right over the top of the drone base. It's like, holy crap, not only there is no starter biome, you can get dropped right over the top of the drone base. And of course, I was playing... when I was doing a test run for this, I was doing Ultimate DM's Akua Omicron hard start, and so yeah, I mean it was kind of brutal. I figured that's what he was going to base this off of, so I figured it would be a good quickie test run. That's one thing I wanted to look, because on that one there was a trade station available. Is that a trade station? No. But he did drop a hint that there was some good stuff there. So. Oh, it looks like he took the trade stations out. Bummer. Okay. Oh well. Keep that. Okay. So we're doing good on plant protein. Probably should get some of that made up. So my goal is to get enough resources scrapped together to get my starter HV going, which I utilized the new hover engines, the self-propelled ones that you can build right from the get-go, and I also utilized some plastic, which we need to find an area that has some grain, which would be swamp, I think. Is where our best place to find that, which I didn't really see. Yeah, not seeing that. Okay. Definitely want to pick as much stuff as possible. Oh, ruins. Okay. And we've got drones. Let's avoid those. I guess we can go ahead and go for that wreckage. Because I do not want to get their attention. Not with not even having a weapon. Finding iron is going to be a problem. At least it was before. Okay, so that's almost 6 miles out. So anyways, this lightweight hovercraft, I use the plastic just because those hover engines are really limited on power, which is not a bad thing. And you're limited to using only 4 of them. Oh, thought that was a plant to pick, and it's not. So I think it works out pretty good. But because it's plastic, yeah, it's kind of a glass jaw thing. You can't take a hit very much. So, alright. Get closer to that wreckage. Good thing. So I don't know if there's that's a starter wreckage that's gonna have the locker. Seems like I found a couple wreckages last go around. Let's get some lights on here. And they didn't really have anything in them. So I don't know. Be curious to see. Glad there's no drones guarding it. That's helpful. Looks like we got silicon and copper. Oh, there's an iron. Yay. Okay, well, let's get this wreckage inspected. right, I was going to turn the music off and I forgot. Hopefully I don't get some sort of DRM strike for it. Well, not exactly much of a wreckage, is it? Doesn't even look like there's a cargo box. Oh, nope, there is. Hopefully it's got something good in it. It didn't have anything? Seriously? Wow. Okay, 2 electronics, that's helpful. Okay, well, I could probably come back and deconstruct this thing later. Biggest reason for wanting to take some of this stuff right now is I'm going to need steel. And steel is kind of hard to come up with. So it makes it worthwhile to grab this. How much steel am I getting with it? I'm getting 3 steel plates, so... Okay, well, let's do this. So... Oh, and I don't want to tear this thing completely apart. I do want to be able to build a platform off of it. Let's see, let's go to the hovercraft. HV starter, yep, that there. Okay, so... Well, that didn't give us much. Okay. Might be better off to just... Well, steel plates didn't really give me much. I think I might be better off just to go grab rocks. Yeah. I'm not going to waste... First 24 hours is when you don't have anything out and about that's going to kill you. So I need to utilize my time very carefully, which I don't think that's going to be the best use of time. I'm better off to go around and grab stuff. It'd be faster to get resources off of, say, rocks. And kind of work on getting leveled up. Okay. And jumping around like this is one of the reasons why I like the light gravity planet. Because you can actually get somewhere. Okay, we got swampland over here. This is good because that's going to have resources for picking, which is going to be one of the faster ways, at least to get started with, for leveling up. I think that might just be... is that a normal rock? No, it's silicone. Okay, another benefit to being in the swamp. There should be grain in here somewhere, which you need for plastic. Sometimes the trouble is seeing it. Oh yeah. XP galore. Not gonna worry too much about getting regular rock. Alright, level 4. Yes, another iron. Okay. More of that. I want to be careful about mining rocks around the crickets because they will attack. Probably should get a constructor getting made up now that I've gotten up to level 4. Keep hoping to find some more iron. Just gonna circle around here. Gain as much XP as I can. More stuff there for plastic. Okay, there's more iron there. Looks like this whole area might be kind of a swamp kind of area. Okay, so we want to go back to the tree line there. I definitely want those iron rocks. And the other bad thing with these two is... oh, there's another iron rock. Yes, this is good. Ooh, I don't know about those things. Those things will kill you in a heartbeat. Oh, another iron rock over there. Oh, shoot. There's a drone. 2 drones. Okay, the ruins are over that direction. So I don't want to go too much further that way. I don't think those things will hurt you, as long as you don't antagonize them. Otherwise they wouldn't be out the first day. Two drones guarding ruins, which most of the times those ruins don't really have much of anything. Just keep an eye on them and make sure they don't head my way. Okay, we're getting lots of plastic stuff for plastic. Okay, let's get some stuff unlocked here. Need that. I suppose I'll unlock that, but I don't know if I necessarily need it. Do that. Gotta be... Unlock that. You only really need that for Promethium, and I think we're a little ways away from that yet. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Do want that. Do want that. Oh. That's something I always forget. I always forget that thing. Okay. That and that. I think that's all we absolutely have to get started. Okay, it's gonna start getting nighttime on us here. Let's see. I picked a few of these, but I must have missed that one. Okay, so we'll go along here. While we're waiting, looks like we got plenty of food. We need to get one of those made up. Ooh, I think I might actually have enough resources to get refined to make my HV, which will be awesome. Because if I can get to that monument... there's some civilian POIs supposedly there. That might be a good way to get some weapons and tools and stuff to get started with. Oh, more iron. Awesome. Now, supposedly, there's some special thing about the monument, too, which he hinted that we should really take a close look at it. And one of the things he's done is you can't blow stuff up in a purple admin. Like you could go around, like the trade stations are purple admin. So you can't blow anything up. I mean, you can launch stuff around all day long and you're not going to destroy anything. But if a block is already damaged, then you can destroy it. So what he has done is he's made those POIs. He's gone through and done some ever so slight amount of damage to stuff so that you can like blow up doors, you can blow up turrets, and work your way through the POI. So, which is really cool that you can do that. But it also makes it so you can't blow through walls or anything. I mean, you pretty much have to run. You can take the passages. Oh, yes, 2 for 1. Love it. Looks like there's another one right over there. Oh, this is so good. Love it when you can find iron. Yes, there was iron right here. I don't think I'm going to take that. That cricket's too close to it. As much as I would like to have it. You're just going to keep picking vegetables and stuff. How are we doing? Alright, this thing's made. We need to get stuff going here. Alright. Let's get that stuff cracking. That's not what I need. A bunch of this stuff's going to end up rotting. But alright, so while that stuff's cooking, go ahead and keep on the XP hunt. I probably need to go ahead and grab... gonna need biofuel. Now, a lot of times, I'd be tempted to just sleep the night so that I wouldn't have to deal with night critters. There's an iron ore. But being how this is the first night, hostiles aren't really going to be out, so I'm going to do as much as I possibly can, even though it's dark. Okay. Now, it is actually kind of worth it to have the flashlight, because otherwise you don't see stuff like that until you're right up on it. So I'm kind of glad that they actually have a use for the flashlight, because I've never really used it before. But this is helpful, because you can actually see stuff. Like that. Really happy that there's so much iron around here. Oh, another iron ore. Okay. think it's funny to me that they got wolves howling in the background, but yeah, I've yet to see one in this game. Oh, and I don't want to go too close that way because of that. You were determined to camp out there. Okay, let's see how stuff's going here. Okay, looks like we're pretty well got stuff going. Alright. Let's get stuff going here. Alright. And okay. And the plastic. And start production. Alright. Got more plastic. Let's see. I guess I hadn't really pulled up any stone. Well. Let's go ahead and make no, not 100. I just wanted 10. Do that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves an emergency ride, just in case. Let's see, did we get level 5? Yes, we did. Alright. So, next thing we need is that. Base, we need. That's 7 to do that. That's 7 to do that too. I want to be very careful about how I spend my points here. I don't think I'm going to have the hover vessel for very much longer. Well, very much longer. I haven't even got it out yet. think I do need that. So that gives me 10. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so we got an emergency ride. If we need it. We got blocks we can add on to... Okay, let's get this thing pulled up. Alright, where was that wreckage? Let's go ahead and head that way. Okay, blueprint's done. Okay, so what we're going to do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be plenty. Pretty sure. Alright. Let's go ahead. Get this thing, get it spawned. Yeah. Very small hovercraft. Okay. Bunch of stuff. Probably going to rot. Let's see what else we can't get built. Now that I've unlocked a few things. Oh, we need some biofuel too. So we can power this thing up. That's another thing, this hovercraft is actually a pretty good power sipper. Nice. I can do a constructor. That's going to be very helpful. Maybe. As lightweight as this thing is. Oh, yes, we need that. And we need that. So that won't be a problem to get those made up. I'm going to go ahead and wait on that, because my next step is going to be to go out to the... Need one of those as well. We're gonna go here. So, and I will stay with the water as much as I possibly can. But we will get there. So, we are already at a little past the half-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode off there, and I'll bring you back when all this stuff is all cooked up and ready to go. So, we'll talk to you all later. Bye.